Here's Dan Thorn at the WVU Coliseum.
The men's basketball team taking on the #2 team in the country, the Kansas Jayhawks. This is the hottest ticket in town here in Morgantown. It's a sellout tonight. We're coming to you live from the West Virginia State Capitol as the first day of the legislature wraps up. Despite this latest pitch, the budget remains in a complicated place. We spoke to Senator Sanders in an exclusive one-on-one interview. Do you believe the President of the United States is a liar?
Yes. And I say that without any joy in my heart. I disagree with a lot of folks. I don't think that they're liars.
Coal is dominant here. You're a believer in climate change.
I sure am.
So what do you suggest the state economy has to start focusing on?
Well, two things. And I think it's not only the state economy, I think the federal government has got to play a very important role.
Really no surprise by taking a look at what Eric was just showing us. Statewide right now, outages are down from earlier to just over 65,000. More, Dan. Patrick, Jennifer, the fans have been treated to a top 25 team all season long. The 4-seed Mountaineers have had some exciting moments beating in-conference rivals. Here for senior night, the men's basketball team playing their final home game of the season. Joining us now is the WVU mascot, the WVU Mountaineer, Troy Clemens. Troy, thanks for joining us.
Oh, good to be here.
That thing loaded?
Not yet, no.
Say that you have a direct line to the White House. People at home are assuming that you're talking to the president, not his cousin or.
No, I'm talking. I'm either talking to the president, I'm either talking to Eric, or I'm talking to Don Jr.
Right.
I'm not talking to one of his aides.
Senator Manchin, why would someone be opposed to the Minors Protection Act?
Oh.
We saw a level of theatrics today, probably unlike anything the state has ever seen. You presented a nothing burger, the mayo sandwich again, and we also saw the quote-unquote bull crap laid out there on the budget bill. Was that real or fake? It got some laughs today, certainly, but was that real or fake?
No, that's the real deal. We got it from the farm Jill lives on this morning, and so it's the real thing.
It's more of a Democratic plan than a Republican plan, and over the last several decades, you've supported Republican plans.
You're incorrect to say that I support Governor Jim Justice's budget. That is not correct.
Okay, but you were seen with him when he vetoed it.
I was seen with him because I do agree with the governor.
It is great to be in West Virginia.
Vice President Mike Pence addresses small business leaders at Foster Supply in Scott Depot. He returns to a state where he and President Donald Trump won overwhelmingly in the general election. The vice president wants Mountain State businesses to know they won't be forgotten.
We're going to get back to the president's three-part agenda. Jobs, jobs, and jobs for every American in West Virginia and across this country.
The vice president says part of that jobs plan is a focus on American energy.
The war on coal is over.
Small business administrator Linda McMahon of WWE fame joined the vice president, echoing her willingness to listen to the concerns and act on providing small businesses the tools they need to succeed.
I've got your back. I want to hear from you because President Trump believes in small businesses. He knows that you are the backbone of our economy.
Republican Congressman Evan Jenkins and Alex Mooney were among the crowd packed into the industrial setting. Phil Brown, owner of a small business in Charleston, says aside from business growth, healthcare is top of mind.
I heard that things have changed politically, and the healthcare got shot down yesterday, and I'm just kind of curious to find out what is going to happen.
West Virginians and President Trump, we all know the truth about this failed law, that every day Obamacare survives is another day that America suffers.
Today's event was not open to the public. Jokingly, the vice president mentioned Foster Supply might be in the wall-making business, something the president is interested in. Reporting live in the newsroom for 13 News, I'm Dan Thorn.
Blow up bomb, you stay right there. You're a blow up bomb.
6-year-old Cooper is getting a new lease on life.
And things are on this side.
Born without his left hand, students at Mount West Community and Technical College created one for him using 3D printing technology.
We have to get this in exactly the right place for him. Bring it to me.
Cooper is able to open and close the fingers on the hand by using movements in his wrist.
It had to be just right for him to be able to move the hand.
Ted Triplett led his students in developing the artificial hand for Cooper after hearing about his story from a coworker. The work began at the start of the fall semester, with the hand taking about a week to create.
This technology is going to take over. And we have to realize that with this technology, there will be a lot of very good things happen.
The artificial hand is just one of many things the students get to work on and create with these 3D printers.
The hardest part with the hand was just, everything was so small and so tedious.
Christopher Hunt is one of the students who worked on this project. He says the original print was designed for a teenage-sized child, which presented its challenges.
Getting it down to scale and what was going to break, if it was going to break, because it was so small and there was so much less plastic there than there was supposed to be, and figuring it out and fixing it, reprinting it.
Oops. All right.
Cooper's family couldn't be more pleased with his new hand.
If you can't see it in my eyes, I'm just overwhelmed.
Wow. Cooper is still getting the hang of it, but something most people take for granted could end up being the gift of a lifetime.